Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Deepshika Kiran and welcome to my channel in the year 2023. This is Deepshika and this is
Nikhil.
so today we are here because कि अभी CAT 2022 हुआ था and the IIMs are calling out for interviews. So being alumni from the IIM fraternity, we thought of coming up with this video where we want to share our whole experiences for some of these colleges, the process and how can we help in case कि आपको कैसे इंटरव्यू के लिए थोड़ा सा प्रिपरेशन करना पड़ेगा. सो दिस विल बी अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ सीरीज ऑफ 2 to 3 videos where we will be giving you all the data. So if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos and other kind of content as well. So without any further ado, let's get started.
So guys, before moving ahead, a brief about our profile. So I was a fresher and I had done BCom honors in banking, and before that, so that's it. I had done, apart from it, I had the good grades. What about you?
Me, I have completed my BTech from in the domain of computer science engineering. Additionally, I had 1 year of experience. Guys, I got calls from IIMlucknow, IIMT Ghaziabad, CAP, which is the common admission process for various new and baby IIMs. I also got call from IIMshillong, which is a different process, and IIM Ranchi for the HR program. So these were the list of some of the programs which I got called for. Yours?
And I got call from IMK, IM
K is Kozhikode.
and Shillong, Indore. Then I got call from CAP, and UBS Chandigarh was my last call.
So starting with IIMlucknow. Okay. So IIMlucknow was an interview which was held at IIMlucknow's Noida campus. तो उनका प्रोसेस बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिफाइंड था. देयर इट वाज उनके अलग अलग स्ट्रीम्स थे, तो उनके उनके हिसाब से उन्होंने स्टूडेंट्स को सेग्रीगेट कर रखा था. सो देयर स्टार्टिंग वॉज अ कॉमन राइटिंग एबिलिटी टेस्ट. आई बिलीव ये मोस्टली सभी में होता है. उन्होंने हमें बोला था कि आप एक राइटिंग एबिलिटी टेस्ट दीजिए और ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इट विच वॉज टाइम बेस्ड टेस्ट, एंड उसमें हमारे को लाइन्स भी लिमिटेड थी. लाइक जैसे बहुत सारे होते हैं दैट यू हैव गिवन टाइम और आप लिख सकते हो जितना लिखना है, बट इट वॉज लाइक 15 लाइन्स. उसी में आपको अपने आप को कंक्लूड करना है. आफ्टर दैट इट वॉज अ डायरेक्ट इंटरव्यू जहाँ पे वो आपसे जनरल नॉलेज आपका what do you how much you are aware about this particular program. एंड जैसे वहाँ पे बहुत सारे थे, मैं एग्रीकल्चर में मेरा हुआ था, तो उसमें वो मेरे से एग्रीकल्चरल बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे थे. सो दे वर कनेक्टेड विद द टॉपिक एंड द स्ट्रीम वी आर गेटिंग फॉर. तो इस तरीके से IIMlucknow का इंटरव्यू.
IMK में I had the interview was a short one. I think it was mostly about tell me about yourself apart from what is written in your CV. So we had this discussion where it was not a good interview, I'll tell you before then. So I wasn't prepared in that way, and we had the discussion, tell us about yourself apart from what is written in your CV. So we had the discussion about family background, what stuff is going on, how is it related, and that part. Then coming to next one, we have Shillong. We both had common. So Shillong first I had was a GD. She also had the same.
No, I had a case study.
So we had a case study based on which we had a group discussion. It's one and the same thing. Okay, and we had a personal interview. Personal interview was about I had a long discussion about a current topic, which was at that time about Nirav Modi. I read about that in a very detailed from all these sources, Economic Times. He had all the news going on. So I had studied it in detail, and I had a long discussion, good 20-25 minute discussion on that topic. What about you?
So for my discussion, it was फर्स्टली मेरा जो केस स्टडी था वो दिया हुआ था, तो वहाँ पे आपके वो ग्रुप डायनामिक्स देखते हैं, हाउ यू कैन वर्क इन अ ग्रुप। जब हम वहाँ से आगे फॉरवर्ड हुए फॉर द इंटरव्यू, मेरा बिकॉज आई हैव अ बीटेक बैकग्राउंड, सो इट वाज हाईली डेडिकेटेड टुवर्ड्स दैट पार्ट ऑफ इट। कि आप जो है वो उन्होंने मुझसे कई टेक्निकल टर्म्स पूछी, कई मुझसे डिज़ाइंस बनवाए, लाइक फॉर मी, मतलब दे वांटेड मी टू नो कि मैं अपने बेसिक्स जानती हूँ। सो इफ़ यू आर लाइक कनेक्टेड वेयर, इट कैन ऑल्सो डिपेंड अपॉन योर पैनल, कि क्या पता इफ दे आर ऑफ सिमिलर बैकग्राउंड दे आस्क क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम देयर, इफ दे आर ऑफ डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड दे कैन नॉट आस्क क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम देयर। सेकेंड,
Then coming to the third one, we had the interview for IIM Indore. IIM Indore में I had again, uh, I believe it was not having a group discussion, it was having a VAT. The personal interview में we had, so I was I think second last on the panel. Being on second last on the panel, I had very few questions asked. There were few from my BCom background, based mostly about, I think it was current topics, like related to current topic banking, and about tell us about yourself. That was the current topic that you guys can prepare as a fresher. Now coming to the CAP process, your call is missed.
no, my was, I also got, as I said, for IMT Ghaziabad, which was a different thing. It was like they gave us some time and some material, and we were allocated groups, and in those groups we had to create an activity, but it was a fun activity, and we have to come up with which is related to management, which is related to time management and all that. When we pass that, we have to give the interview. That was a current affairs and tell me about yourself based. Also I gave HR for IIM Rachi. That was also a writing ability test, followed by an interview which was based on my background, educational background. So yeah, coming to the gap.
So CAP में it was the process where you have to, we have that process, and then we had the personal interview. VAT में they gave you a topic and to write about, and then I said I think 15-20 minutes was the time, and then you had the personal interview. In my personal interview they asked the questions about economics, accounting. Economics में they particularly asked me to draw few charts, like we had average supply, demand, like total production, that charts, and then we had accounting based questions. Also I had discussions about the current topics that were going on, and again tell us about yourself. That is the pertinent question which will be asked everywhere. And apart from it, I think, yeah, it can depend very much on your panel. I had a good discussion. The other panel was a bit tough one, where they were, demotivating others, kind of, you can say. So it depends upon your panelist as well, how they are feeling on that day. What about you?
So on my day of CAP, I was there. So firstly, we were entered in a big room. There we were given a whole sheet, and we had to write, which is a writing ability test, an essay. So this is a time based, not a length based. Although we have to keep it under 200 words, but it is not like 15 lines we have to complete it. After that, we were not having any GD over there. We were given, we were asked directly to report our respective rooms where the panel was sitting. So during my interview, there was also a thing called extempore. So they wanted to see how dynamic you are, and how क्या कहते हैं, impromptu you can give, your advice and your approach on something. So I was not the one who, they were like, they can ask and they can not ask, but I was not asked for the in extempore, but most of the people in my panel were asked. So there can be an extempore, and then followed by an interview which was based on my origin place. It was based on how I have, what I have understand of this whole CAP process, the colleges in it, and which is one of my favorite. Then they come somewhere around what is my background, and to explain that. So that was mine.
Okay, so last one is UBS Chandigarh. Uh, so if you are not aware, it is very good college in terms of ROI. So if you guys are worried about ROI terms, so it's a very good college to go to. It has a good placement record. So firstly, we had the GD where we discussed about something about it was a current topic, and mostly it became a fish market kind of a thing. Then and afterwards we had a personal interview. Personal interview mein they asked mostly about accounting ratios. Then they asked me a few questions about economics. So these are the particular, if you are coming from a BCom background, so these are the topics that you need to study in detail and remember things, particularly about few ratios about accounting and economics mein, and also study about the current macro terms that are going on in the economy, recent ones. And eventually at the end I converted IIM Indore, IIM Ranchi, IIMrohtak, and I also converted UBS Chandigarh. And which one apart from it? So I had these choices, but based on what I thought at that time, I selected IIM.
We'll make a different video. Okay, how do you should have an approach, or we had approached our way of selecting the IIMs. So talking about my conversions, I converted firstly IIMT Ghaziabad. Secondly, I got final calls from IIMshillong, Ranchi, Rohtak, Trichy, Udaipur, and Kashipur. So these were my calls, and we finally joined IIMrohtak. And yeah, that was a great decision because, yeah.
Thank you and wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, and we hope if you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer those. We'll be creating more such videos on how to approach GDs and interviews in different videos. So if you feel that we have made some good content when you can relate to our content, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, click on that like button. See you in the next video. Bye.